XYZ fam! So this is actually our official GC vlog. GC
is done actually.
Is done, but we have the intro now. Anyways, if you're interested in this kind of content,
come along with us!
What happens when high school lovebirds get married?
They move to a new city and start a YouTube channel, of course.
Welcome to Adventures of XYZ. I'm Xaundre.
And I'm Zara.
I'm a doctor.
And I'm a lawyer.
But we both just really love sharing our faith and going on cool adventures.
So we created this channel to share our journey as we attempt to use biblical principles to navigate life.
And have a whole lot of fun doing it.
So, come along with us! Alright, so.
Well, let's preface it by saying that this is the end of the road. But let's bring you back to the beginning.
To where it started.
So I actually came to GC by myself at first, and this is just a quick room tour of the hotel. We stayed at the Marriott Grand, right across from the conference center.
What is GC?
GC. So the General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah. I'll just wait.
Yeah, man, just wait. So the General Conference, the Seventh-day Adventist Church has a lot of branches all around, and we're Seventh-day Adventists because we believe in the seventh-day Sabbath, Saturday, and we also be Adventist means the second coming of Jesus Christ, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Advent.
Yeah, so that's the church that we're a part of.
Adventism really just means that you're looking forward to the coming of Christ, but obviously it's the second one at this point.
Yeah,
the first one.
Gone.
Right.
So yeah, for those who aren't Adventists, that's we are a part of that group, and every 5 years they meet. Everybody from all over the world. Each country sends delegates. Each division. So we have the General Conference, which is everybody, and
actually, it starts from the bottom.
Okay.
It doesn't really start from the top.
So it starts from the local church.
Yes.
You go.
So the local church, a number of them come together within a geographical region to form a conference. Then a number of conferences come together.
Sometimes.
Oh yes, true. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it starts out with districts. Most times actually.
Yeah.
So you have 2 or 3 up to 7 roughly. Will be a district, then multiple districts come together to be a conference, then multiple conferences come together to be a union. Union is usually on like the country level or a few small countries, that kind of stuff. Or in bigger countries, it's like within a state.
Yeah.
And then multiple unions come together to form divisions, of which there are 13 across the world. And then those 13 divisions now basically are all governed by the General Conference, which is located in the US but is responsible for the church work right across the globe.
Yeah, so they have a president and a secretary and a team of executives, and a lot of money is passed around, and it's the business of the church.
Yeah.
For an organization this big, a lot of big denominations have something like this. For anything to run this efficiently, you need to have business meetings, right? So this is really what it is, a business meeting for the church, helping us to refocus on the church's mission, the church's finances, the church's policies and rules, and because you have to have that. God isn't a God of confusion, and we're just very privileged to be able to be a part of this. I serve on the executive committee of the General Conference, and that's the committee that meets in between these 5-year quintennium meetings. At quintennium, not true?
I think so.
True.
Quint
5. So every 5 years, the General Conference meets and they make big decisions.
You look like you're in a struggle.
All right, but
you can go on with it then. I'm never really want with it. It would have been nice.
So every 5 years, the General Conference meets and they select a president. They select an executive body to basically be in charge of the divisions and the conferences, to be the leadership body right there.
But then it's also a big go out.
It's also, yeah. Wait, no. Somebody has to tell them, we get here. We want to reach what the program is yet.
Okay.
General Conference Session returns after pandemic restrictions, drawing over 100,000 attendees from 210 countries and territories. Elections for the global leadership of the Seventh-day Adventist Church are underway. A decision could come at any moment. Across the exhibit hall, ministries are showcasing acts of compassion and service that are making a global impact. They came from all around the world, bringing accents, flags, and faith.
So So every 5 years that happens. In between the 5 years, there's an annual council committee that meets, and that's the one you would have seen me go already. You've seen us go. I did one alone. We did 2 together. So that's the annual council. Then that's every year. Then every 5 years, this is where everybody comes. Each country sends a delegation. Each division sends a delegation. Each country, sometimes each conference. And it's just a bag of people from all over the world, and it's super exciting. Hi, guys! Our friends from here.
In addition to those people who are sent as delegates, whose responsibility it is to take care of the business of the church, meaning to actually vote for things, then you have people who just tag along for the ride.
Yeah.
They're here for the event of it. They're here to hear the discussions, to participate in the reports, and to, the different activities, the impact of activities, the worship, and all of that kind of jazz, as well as it's a touristy thing to do, So from time to time, you run out of one of the meetings and you go to a little thing going on in the area, that kind of thing.
Are you enjoying the trip, Sister Guthrie?
I feel about your 30 now. Nah, complain about no one.
The reason we're here is because Zara is sent as a delegate and I'm her +1. So
And he's been doing all the +1 things.
I've been doing all the +1-ins, I haven't been to many of the business meetings. Like, I've been to a few of them, but I've also been working on a really cool project I'll tell you guys about sometime in the future. Always working on something. So I've been working on that thing, and I've just been working on it every day. So in and out of the meetings and so on, but the worship services have been amazing. And today we had, obviously, Sabbath celebration, went for lunch with some Jamaican people, of which there are so many Jamaicans.
Yeah, there are a
here.
lot of Jamaicans here. We have
a small country.
Yeah,
it's not a small delegate. Well, it might be a small delegation, but people show
up. Yeah, we had our country sent a lot of people, different divisions, different conferences sponsored some people, and some people paid for themselves.
Yeah,
as we say, it's an event that all Adventists, I think. If you're an Adventist, it's something worth saving for and attending at least once in your life. Seeing the church operate from a global standpoint is just an amazing thing to see come together. It makes you really appreciate the mission of the church, the mission of the gospel, and more than anything, it helps you to appreciate your region, especially if you're in our division, which is the Inter-American division, or even if you're in NAD, which is North American division. You get to appreciate just how privileged we are on this side of the world. We're not in the 1040 window, and Christianity is a thing over here. Like, at baseline, people know who Jesus is, and even if they're
atheists,
even if they're atheists, they have an understanding. But there are parts of the world where, if you say pastor, they ask you, "What is a pastor?"
Preparation is a crucial first step in the process of spiritual growth. It readies hearts and minds for the seeds of faith to grow. In the border region of Myanmar and Thailand, a young lady named Maya embodies the impact of displacement caused by the long-standing civil war in the area.
Dozens of children. We wanted to come here to...
Separated from her family, Maya's story resonates with the struggles of thousands of families enduring the conflict. Despite the challenges, hope emerged in Maya's life when she met Kalu, a school missionary committed to reaching out to displaced families in the region.
I was not baptized. I have heard different teaching and preaching from various religious leaders. A group from Karen Adventist Seminary came to us and shared the good news. I became close to a teacher. She explained to me about the second coming of Christ and the similarities between Christianity and Islam. I had my own Bible and studied it myself. I accepted Jesus Christ and got baptized.
Beyond the conflict, our church's impact spans across schools, humanitarian endeavors, hospitals, and communities, as well as through the simple acts of kindness from each member, preparing a fertile ground for spiritual growth.
You know,
There are places where if you say Seventh-day Adventist, they're like, what's that?
yeah, and
Is
if
that a
you say Christian,
Christian?
they think, you know,
Bad
Roman
things.
Catholicism, and they think some bad things, just because of what the
Slavery
history and slavery has been like, and colonialism.
It's a long story.
It's a long story, but it has been amazing. What has been your favorite part?
Definitely parade a while ago.
Yes, Sabbath.
Insert clip of the parade right here.
From distant islands to crowded cities, mountain villages to desert paths, the mission of Jesus is on the move. Across oceans and continents, the gospel has traveled heart to heart, language to language. This parade is more than a display of flags. It's a testimony of faith, sacrifice, and service. Each banner tells a story of those who have heard and of those still waiting. Today, we lift our eyes to the unfinished work. Let every flag call us, every nation remind us. This is not a finale, it's a new launch. The mission continues. The call is still echoing. This is Mission Refocus. This is Mission on the Move.
And last, but certainly not least,
You guys are too fun.
let us welcome the division of my birth,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
the mighty Inter-American Division.
You guys. It is such an honor to be here with you, Pastor.
my-
The Adventist message first arrived in Jamaica in 1891. Today, family of God, IAD represents 42 nations and territories, including Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda.
Hey, church girl, you know it. That project you've been putting off, or the business idea that's been nudging you, the next level of spiritual growth you've been craving, it's all waiting in Abide. Abide is a monthly membership for ambitious women of faith who are ready to grow in all alleys, personally, professionally, and spiritually. So whether you're building a business, climbing the ladder in your 9-to-5, or nurturing a household, there is a seat for you here. Inside Abide, you'll find coaching, community, and accountability to finally move forward with intention and grace. Come grow and glow with us. See you in Abide. I really like the exhibition hall. So the exhibition hall, I remember somebody was like, this exhibition feels like Disney World for Adventists. So I like that because what happened was that all the ministries of the church was represented. So if you're interested in children's ministries, youth, everybody had a booth. All the hospitals, all the Adventist hospitals, Adventist schools, all the different divisions had booths. Jamaica had a booth one day, so we had like Jamaican food, Colombian people. It was just amazing. All the countries in our
as in
division.
from Colombia.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah. So it was really nice seeing some unions represented, all the booths. There were a lot of free things given away. Xaundre and I, we didn't take all the things because I don't know, my husband is a minimalist, and I'm not really a minimalist, but I just don't have that much space. We did buy a book that you guys would be very proud of. We brought a book. What about the name? Like something about becoming a parent, like guide to spoiler alert, we're not pregnant or anything like that. But we thought somebody introduced the book to us, and we were like, oh, we should get this. We want to become
the
parents.
Right time to start learning.
Yeah, in the next couple of years. So we're like, okay, let's get this. I know the YouTube aunties would be proud of that move, because I always ask about my uterus. So let's just give you that win. It's a win. A win is a win, because if you had asked us a year, we wouldn't be reading a parenting book a year or two ago. So I think we're on a good path.
Yeah.
So that was a really good part. And then youth church was a very big highlight for me.
Look and live, my brother, live. Look to Jesus now and live. 'Tis recorded in His words. Hallelujah. 'Tis on me that you look and live.
The youth department of the General Conference, they put on a whole impact series, and what that meant is that if you were not a youth delegate and you're just a youth who came with your parents or you just visited, we impacted the city of St. Louis all week with trash cleanups, feeding the homeless and the impoverished. What else? There was some tract distribution and book distribution,
and there was like the gardening.
There was some gardening, yes. And then in the evening, 8 to 10, after we were tired, we had youth church, and there was worship. There were some great devotionals. There was social activities, and you're in a place with people who you will never, most likely, maybe you'll never see them again. As far as Australia, Zambia, Botswana, Philippines, Austria. Big up our friends from Austria, Australia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Antigua. Just see from all over the world. I think I love that.
I think probably my favorite thing overall is the peopling.
Yeah, the peopling was great.
It was just good vibes with good people.
Like-minded people.
Yeah. That for me was the highlight.
Yeah. Today, to stay in church, there was the hallelujah. I acquired the hallelujah. People may tell you heaven. May I say, may I have to reach to the promised land, because if this is just a foretaste, this is just a foretaste.
If I even just for the vibes.
Jesus and the vibes is worth it. Like me always say, the hell.
So like it's gonna be a good vibe.
Hell can't take me coming. Me sleeping at AC at night time because I can't take the heat. But I'm telling you, it was just a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Of GC. How was the week? What do you?
It was mostly good.
It was mostly good, okay.
Mostly good.
Okay.
Still disappointed that Delegates don't know the rules of order. And just give them a talk about
Delegates already know them, I do some of them. Okay.
It was mostly good. Always good to see adventure from different cultures and countries and worshiping together.
That was my favorite part, the seeing of the people.
And I guess
that was so nice.
Everybody's glad that new president, new direction. I love the fact that he loves digital. But this a president here I come with a whip.
Yeah, man.
Crap mission. Don't make the Jamil leader they here. Push up our winner meeting. You know what? Mission. Aside from that. Man is about mission.
Yes.
And the man is quoting Illinois. Yes. Notice, no desire ages quote. No Sepsis Christ quote, and the man is reading from the testimonies the man is quoting. So, proper quote the man.
And he's invested in digital evangelism.
Yes.
I love him just for that.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Please.
Yes. And we put some money into the communication.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm just so excited.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use one of his slides. I'm going to use one of his slides.
Yeah.
Update the method, but keep the message.
Keep the message, yes, the biblical
That's
message.
right.
Yes.
And I love the slide when portraying Stranger's message. So,
Yeah, and the slide when we talk about ABC, we are not marked by
attendance, building,
and cash.
No,
Context, guys. You have to make sure it's clear that it is not the ABC. It's not the attendance, the buildings, and the cash.
It's the D.
It's the D.
It's a disciple making.
You see them listen to the sermon.
My president.
St. Louis was an interesting little city.
Yeah.
We like being here for GC.
Yeah,
Let's
we
just
took
say
some
that.
photos.
We took some photos.
Not sure.
I was in a lot of the business
we're
meetings
gonna
and
be
even like the
in St. Louis ever again. So
also,
we took photos.
Also, I apologize for the vlogging clips, guys. I don't even know what they look like as I record this video.
Yeah.
Because
first of all, we're out of practice.
We're out of practice.
Vlogging for us in this season is trying to pour from our overflow.
Yeah.
In as much as we can get overflowing.
Yeah.
And right now is really at the end of GC. We have the energy to do it because we were both still working.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we were both still working.
To, make it work.
Yeah, I would wake up at wee hours of the morning to do some work, to run over to the business session, and it would last from 9:30 all the way to 5 o'clock. And then at the end we would work again. I would use the lunchtime to work. So it was a lot of that. But one of the things that I always said to God that, hey, I'm going to show up for you, and when you call me, I'm going to do what you call me to do.
Yeah.
And if it means that we have to reshuffle and rebalance and recommit things just to make sure that it's done. So when he says I'm asking you to go, we say I will go. Just finished lunch. You have little young people. The young people around the back.
Right. Young. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Says the person who have worked 7:30 Monday as we land.
7 o'clock.
I am still young. I will be young until I am dead.
All right. How was church, guys? How was GC?
Listen, GC, I believe that everybody should, once you're a Seventh-day Adventist, you should experience GC.
Yes,
we get to see how the church operates, and you know what the biggest thing for me, Zara, was the report.
Yeah, man,
seeing how privileged we are where we are from, Jamaica, United States, wherever. So, some people don't even have a church building to worship in.
Some people not even have Christianity in them area. So
they don't, and to see they're still choosing Christ. Listen, me look most ball. To be honest, they say me body too much Narnia. But me look most ball, may I tell you. It's an impactful, inspiring experience. And I feel like everybody should get to experience this at least once.
They must put up on them promoting.
Yes.
I met someone from Lithuania and he was sharing that Christianity is dying in his country.
Oh, wow.
And it's full of paganism and all that. So we're really privileged in Jamaica.
Yes.
I like the free things. No, along with that, but another perspective.
Honestly,
you get a lot of nice stuff that there won't be another 60-second one, and I have the brand, so it's nice.
Yes.
But I like youth church and the socials, they've been really good.
Yes.
And we won. Jamaica won.
Period. And we did stay up last night for the little snacks, them guys.
This was my holiday, I get 1 week off, and this was the week, so I'm just happy to be here. I slept, and when I woke up, it was good vibes and good things going on, and good people around, and I went back to sleep. So it's good vibes.
It was a beautiful experience. GC 2020 home.
Pastor Farron, how was GC?
2030.
It was good. It was good. Yes.
Nice. Met up with some old friends.
Yes.
It was lovely.
Actually, that was my favorite part. The people. I love the people.
Everybody from
not
all
the working.
groups.
Yes. No, not really the working. What kind of the people?
Yeah, the people
To be honest.
And then Jordan was a delegate, so I want to hear the delegate experience.
Yeah.
On board. I mean,
What was your experience as a delegate, especially as a youth delegate?
as a youth delegate, I felt special.
You felt special,
Because I was like
okay.
the youngest person in the room.
Wow.
But at least, you know, that our voice is heard because we can't vote.
You think your
we
voice
can't-
did really hurt?
No.
See?
Honesty.
That's true.
You had the upper hand.
And we could speak. It's not always that would be applied.
You could have speak, nobody not. So that's actually one of my issues. I feel like sometimes the voting felt like a farce because, I mean, it's like a suggestion, and the people already voted, and once it's done.
That was the issue on day one. Day one when we went in there, people kept saying you're bringing these motions to us and we didn't even get to discuss them already.
Yeah, we just.
I disagree with all of this.
Don't you have a different opinion?
Because
You
all
just
of
say
these
you
young
were a
people-
young people.
No, because as a young person, I know for facts that I was not going to do the level of research that the nominating committee and all of the other steering committees did to come up with these things that they're actually bringing to the floor.
And a lot of one of my other favorite parts is meeting you. I met so many of you viewers throughout this time. Thank you so
XYZ
much,
fam.
XYZ fam, for coming over and saying hello.
Yeah.
Send me those pictures, please. I would love to have them.
And the auntie them show up, you know?
Hello. The auntie them show up in them full colors, and uncles as well. But it was a pleasure seeing you all from all over the world. I'm pretty sure that if we had like a slideshow with everybody, if we were better vloggers, we would have like taken clips to show you just how many people. Sometimes the phone is dead. The vlog phone is dead because I'm in charge of the phone and I have a problem. But we had people from all over the world, and seeing the reach of this channel is always it's always shocking to me.
But guess what? If you missed us this trip, catch us in 2023. No, I played 2030
in Illinois.
In Indianapolis. Where is Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
It's in Illinois.
I don't remember.
But the place is named Indianapolis.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna come at that time yet, because who knows? I don't know if we'll be delegates back then. Maybe by that time we must have kids by that time.
Yeah, that's 5 years.
So we don't know what the next GC will look like, to be real honest. But it's something I would
More
definitely
than
like.
likely we'll come back.
We like these things, especially. That, like, I understand now when people come to GC for at least them. Some people come like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So they just come for the like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because this was like these last 3 days have been best for me.
If you had clocked me out 2 days ago and sent me back home, I don't know that I would want to still come back next time, because it was just the business part of it.
Yeah.
But having experienced the Sabbath
And the youth church,
and that kind of stuff, I understand why it's a vibe and why it's a go out.
Also, Xaundre is just maybe the anomaly, because the other people who didn't come as delegates, they were at the exhibition.
I went to the exhibition
one time. That
I don't need to see it again. I see it one time. Guys, I'm not a big things fan.
Yeah,
It was
so
a
they
lot of
went.
things.
So
I was
if you
overstimulated.
So if you don't come as a delegate, you can go to the exhibition hall. Even if you go every day, there is something new to see every single day. So they went to the exhibition hall. There were other meetings in around the place, like the women's ministry, where the women were meeting at one point. You know, the youth had something going on.
That's true.
People who are actively interested in the running of the church, they wanted to sit and see what was going on.
I just want to say, a lot of the reports, they weren't novel to me. So if it's your first time coming to GC or anything like that, then I can understand the appeal of hearing them. But remember that we've been coming to annual council
every year.
We've been keeping up with what's going
So we
on.
know,
So we kind of have an idea what's going on. You know, we don't just know what happened 5 years ago.
We know what happened last year.
We know what happened up to last year.
Yeah.
So I think that's why the reports for me weren't as, you know, they never hit the same way as how
The first time
you come and you hear the mission reports and stuff. But then today, when they were talking a lot about the medical missionary work and, you know, people out in the middle of the boondocks doing good things, like, those things get me excited, because you guys know I'm a missionary at heart, right? Like, that's really what I want to go do. We both are. So, you know, hopefully one day, maybe 10 years from now when I'm finished the program.
Pray for you, boy.
Pray for me. Pray for me. Hopefully at some point in life we get to go do that. Yeah. But until then.
But yeah, so as I was saying, like, if you don't come as a delegate, there are other great things for you to do. Xaundre is just a very good representative of a +1. The other +1s enjoy themselves a whole lot throughout the week. And then the other people who weren't delegates, some delegates as well, but we never really did supposed to do that all the time. But we went to the sites. There are things in the city to see. So
yeah,
when the annual council committee, when the executive committee kind of makes a vote on where the next GC is going to be held, these cities come and they sell themselves, because imagine 2,000 people coming into a city to pour in for like 2 weeks.
2,000 delegates.
2,000
I don't think Zara has an appreciation for how few people 2,000 is compared to the number of people who are actually
How
here.
many, like 10,000 people there?
Yes.
Oh,
easily.
But anyways, it is Saturday evening now. We just finished church and we're giving you this final wrap up. We are packing up because we're on a 5 a.m. flight tomorrow morning, which means we need to reach at the airport at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock or something like that. But this is it from GC 2025.
We'll see you next time on Adventures of XYZ. Bye guys.
See you soon.